welcome back to another episode. In this one we're doing some rust repairs and mounting the main I-beam on the roof. There's a bit of a description on why and how for the I-beam at the end. And yeah, the patching is only, it doesn't have to be perfect. There is going to be a colour-bond roof over the top, but yeah, follow along. Also, you'll get a bit of a sneak peek of some of the windows and doors, but they will come in a later episode. I haven't really been filming much, but started on some rust repairs today on the roof. A couple of holes in the small container. This little patch through here seems okay. Throw just a couple of patches, I guess, on these holes, if I can weld it. Couple other little bits and pieces, nothing too major. This part here was absolutely cooked with a weird patch textured over it, so I've just cut it out. Use a bit of the side sheeting. Obviously the pattern doesn't line up, but with a hammer and some gentle persuasion I got it in. It's not pretty. I hope it doesn't leak. I'm going to seal up the underside, probably seal at the top too, but it is 100 times better than what was here before, so see how that goes. I'm going to do a similar sort of job up here in these holes. This one I'll just sort of cut a strip in, and then a little bit down there and a little section there. This one here will be a full strip, I think. That stuff there doesn't go through to the other side from what I can see, so I should just be able to grind that out. Anyway, that's where we're at. Keep chipping away. All priming up now. Bit of the afternoon sun to help it set. Well, it pretty well dried straight away as soon as it touched it. Little patches welded in. Definitely won't win any awards, but it's going to have colour bond over it, and I'm thinking a bit of anti-con just to stop anything dripping on this, and maybe filling up with water, but a couple of low spots, as you can probably imagine. Yeah, see how it turns out. I reckon this one tomorrow. We'll save the easy one for last. Got that cut out now. And little bits of rust is still enough meat there. I'll just brush them up and weld over them. And then we'll cut a piece out of that. And we'll shape it to fit there. That'll do that. Nothing fancy. Couple little bits to go in after. Just, I'm not shaping them. I'm guessing and cutting, so there'll be little patches. See how this goes. Well, you get the idea. There it is when it's done. Terrible lighting. There we go. All welded up. Obviously it'll get wire brushed. Well, wire wheel on the grinder. All these will, and then they'll get red paint on them. Well, zinc primer like the rest of those ones. A couple more there. They were actually deeper than I thought. This, after doing this container, this I think is thicker steel on the roof. This one here seems to be a little bit thinner, and these were actually pretty bad, as you can see. So I've got that to do. More to cut out here. I reckon I'll just put a few patches, I think of the patches on these ones. Little patch there, couple of little patches there, and then that'll be that. Yeah, I'll cut that strip out. It's a lovely piece of rubber that had glued in there. Yeah. Got the I-beam on the roof all welded up. I've jerry-rigged the jack so I can push the ceiling or the roof up to meet the I-beam. And then I've stitched it in place. I don't know if this will be enough, hopefully it is. I'll continue that all the way along. I'm going to drop this down now, prop this side up, weld this side in, and then just make my way along. Centre wall's cut out now so I could actually lift it up, otherwise it'll be pushing against what I'm trying to pull up because it's all tied together, so it's really opened the area up too. That's it for now. Alright, here's a bit of a run through of the idea of the I-beam on the roof of the sea containers. You can see obviously just drawn the two sea containers joined together, pretty basic. And this over here is where the I-beam is going to go. Obviously it's going to run the full length of the container, but it's going across the join there, and it's I think it's a 150 by 200 by 10 mil thick beam. Obviously it was in 3 sections. You saw us get that up there. When it was up there, it was then welded. Obviously is sort of roughly equal chunks across the top into one beam, and then was moved in place and stitch welded to the container roof skin itself. Basically what I did when I welded those 3 pieces together was I put call it a positive camber in the beam, so it's pulling the roof up a little bit through here, through this middle section. The idea being that because it is a 12-meter span, it's going to allow this to sort of, instead of it sagging down, just having one straight piece, it's got a bit of, it's 10 mil. I've gone 10 mil here and here. It's got an allowance, I suppose you could call it, for it to drop down without the ceiling inside actually sagging. But after having welded that together with 10 mil, and then bracing it or stitching it across the roof is now actually in that sort of curve, which I suppose if any moisture gets under there, it'll run off nicely. And then obviously to hide this I-beam all the way along, it does look ugly at the moment. We're having a colorbond roof, so where's a pen? So we're going to have a colorbond roof pitched off. Well, we've got the 3rd container here actually that comes out like so. Colorbond roof, so patio tubing. It's going to come down, touch this corner, and come out to here. And then this side's going to be a shorter fall going back there, and obviously carry them on through, and then so and so, and then where are we? Then it's yeah, roof sheeting all the way over, roof sheeting all the way over, ridge cap, blend in the sides, and you won't be able to tell. So that's the thought process behind that so far. The first part of it is all working the way it should. We'll just see how we can finish it off when it comes time to put the roof sheets on. Yeah,